Jesus found me wasted in an old church parking lot, a place that always reminded me of all the things I'm not. By the time I left the house, I'd already killed 3 beers. I sat there in my car, I thought of all those wasted years. Every part of my body was crying out for drugs. Deep inside, maybe I was crying out for love. In my mind I rehearsed a little verse I learned when I was small. Jesus loves me, this I know, I surrender all. Jesus found me when I was at the bottom. Jesus found me when I had reached the end. Jesus found me when my life was hopeless. Jesus found me, and now I'm born again. When I walked in, an old man shook my hand and hugged me tight. He only smiled, but I could tell he knew I wasn't right. I heard the preacher preaching, someone shout amen. I felt the Spirit falling like a mighty rushing wind. I took a seat on the back row, grabbed an old songbook. It felt like thunder and lightning as my whole body shook. The choir started singing, what a day that will be. All I could think about was the lousy mess I'd made of me. Jesus found me when I was at the bottom. Jesus found me when I had reached the end. Jesus found me when my life was hopeless. Jesus found me, and now I'm born again. Sermon, the hymn from that book, the love that flowed down from heaven, man, that was all it took. Jesus found me when I was at the bottom. Jesus found me when I had reached the end. Jesus found me when my life was hopeless. Jesus found me, and now I'm born again.